It's a very small step, but it's been very helpful to me to see the patient before I see anything else. I just wanted to provide some practical tips that I've kind of acquired through my first 3 years of residency, and it's definitely been a challenge. But I'm hoping this helps you guys. So my first tip about staying empathetic while a resident. This goes out to all the new residents, the interns, PGY1s, PGY2s. I think for me, and it still is, during the first year or two of residency, there's a lot of checklists that need to be completed. This patient needs labs, this patient needs this imaging, this patient needs this blood work, this blah, 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 blah. There's so much going on that you kind of become a robot. You focus on the lab values, you're focusing on the imaging, you're focusing on really not making a mistake. And all in all, it's to help the person and to be a good doctor. But I think with that, I noticed even within myself that a lot of the times I wasn't really seeing the person as a person. I was seeing lab values, I was seeing imaging, and I know that's not okay. And I know that the system that we have built is kind of promoting that. So the most important thing is to start recognizing it. So once I started recognizing it, I took a minute with the patient and I really focused on them and tried my best to see them first and the lab values and the imaging second. My second tip would be whenever you write a note. This is something I recently started doing, and it's actually helped me a lot. Instead of saying like patient is a 65-year-old, blah, 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 change that word patient to their first and last name. It's a very small step, but it's been very helpful to me to see the patient before I see anything else. It's the first word of your HPI, so it really sets up your note and your encounter to be an empathetic encounter. It sets it up for you to see the person before you see any of the disease. And my last tip about maintaining empathy in healthcare while a resident. So this tip is to watch your words very carefully. So even when I've been on service and I've heard other residents, a lot of the times you may say something. So I'm neurology, so I'll refer to it as in stroke terms. So you'll say that hemorrhage or that ischemic, and instead of calling it the patient by their name or calling the patient like this patient who had the ischemic stroke, this patient who had the hemorrhage, a lot of the times the patient just becomes a disease. So some people might say like the left MCA. And I think this is a horrible practice. It's something that a lot of doctors get caught up in because we're used to doing things quickly and there's a lot of emergency, and we end up labeling patients by their disease process, and I don't think that's fair to them, and I don't think that will build a positive culture in residency or in medicine itself. So I think we need to really change that and just be aware. The main tip of this is just self-awareness. And before you start residency, which is something that I did, and I talked about it in a prior video, write the type of doctor you want to be. Record a video of the type of doctor you want to be, and hold on to that. Do not allow training to affect the type of doctor that you want to be. And I think once you do that and you're able to watch that video back, it provides a lot of insight and reflection, and you'll end up staying more true to yourself. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments or you want any more videos, just let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next video.